Everybody, it's me, Chris Christopherson. That's me, right there. So I thought I'd make a little goblin speed paint video. Some people ask me how I paint them so quick. And if you've seen these in the flesh, then you'll see what kind of effect that achieves. Okay, so I've been given a real heavy, dry or overbrush with some good old GW scab red. Now just really lightly overbrushing with some blood red. It's going to be a little bit lighter than I want it. Yeah, I always aim for a little bit lighter because I'm going to be washing with a dark colour later on. Obviously overbrushing, you guys probably know it, but going against the grain, going against the main folds of a fabric, just to hit those higher areas, right? Not worried about where that red's going, it's just going everywhere, For me, it just covers that black base coat nice. Once I got that, going there with some goblin green. I don't bother watering it down. I don't care. These are plastic, Battle Skull Pass. Goblins, who cares? I'm just going to bang that green on. Once I got that, going in with some Iron Dark Sun. That nice foundation paint just to cover that. Didn't want to do any brown because it's too similar in the colour wheel. No, brown's not in the colour wheel, but you know what I'm saying. Too similar in hue to the reds. So a little bit yellow, just to give it a pop. Red and yellow, nice bright colours. But yellow on the flights there too. Yellow as a base coat for the quiver as well. Okay. I'm doing a generous kind of liberal overbrush of white on the flights as well, just to make them stand out, going against the grain of the feather texture. A few bits of white on the teeth and on the straps for the quiver as well. Yeah. Also on the strapping there on the handle, just to make that stand out. Looks a bit shit if you don't do that. Well worth taking the time. And what I'll do as well is I'll be popping a little bit of white on the belt, that ropey belt those night goblins have. You've got to do that, otherwise that frontage, that flat frontage it's just too much red. It just looks rubbish. You've got to break it up with that white, something to stand out. I used to do them as black, but it was just too dark and it didn't really work. Next up, a good old, slightly watered down wash of brown ink, chestnut ink if you like. I think against wash washes are great, but it just doesn't get dark enough, quick enough for me. If you've seen some of Luke Fellows or Luke's APS videos, you'll know, maybe just add a little dash of soap into the mix to maintain the properties. Yeah. Once that's dry, I've got some of my Aiden Dark Sun. I'm adding some white to it. I'm just overbrushing it over the bow. If you work with a dry brush, you get something too dusty. Some people like that. I don't mind it for some things, but for this, I want it kind of flat and easy. Just re-highlighting the straps just to make them stand out a bit. The wash tends to tie things together. Re-highlighting the quivers and the flights. Re-highlighting the belt there, just so it stands out nice and bright. And then I'm gonna get my goblin green, a little bit of water for this one, add a bit of white. I'm not fussed about that out the bottle colour. I'm just gonna highlight those high areas. The chin, nose, cheeks. I use kind of downward strokes from the knuckles to kind of look like the kind of just the muscles really, of the hand. Because it's quick and you'd have to highlight everything and it just looks kind of nice, And that's a goblin pretty much. Once you've done that, you've pretty much got it, Goblin, good to go. Took me about 7-8 minutes, it's done. If you like this stuff, like, subscribe, share with your friends, tell the world. This is no great painting, but it's quick. Yeah, it's quick. It looks fine on a multi-board, on a multi-base, and as a horde.